Welcome back to the Daily Rundown. I'm Dan Morfitt, and Jakeb Braden and Nina Gilligan have returned.
We're still here.
We have, yeah.
You didn't go to the pub?
No, we thought about it. We're even more friends now, aren't we?
Yeah, we couldn't find one.
No.
It's beautiful. It's now time for There's Something to Say, which gives my guests the chance to rant and rave. So, firstly, Jakeb, what do you have for me? What is your something to say?
How we're living in a time where the NHS is stretched even more than it's ever been stretched before. And it's the way they organise appointments, hospital appointments. I've had ongoing problems with my stomach. It's taken a long time to get an appointment. And they write and they send you a letter. So I've told them loads of times, ring me on my telephone because I work and I quite often, I'm not in Manchester, so I can't get there. And there's lots of people in jobs at the moment where taking time off for hospital appointments is not viewed very nice. All these people on minimum contracts and 0-hour contracts and stuff like that, they can't get time off. So they write to you a letter with a date, and you can't make that date. You have to ring up and get another date.
But did you not get your text? Where
they text you to remind you of the appointment, but they can't text you to offer you an appointment. Because I had a conversation today about it on the phone. Because I said, this is ridiculous, because in the end I've been given two appointments on 2 different days for the same procedure.
You could get it done twice.
I know, yeah, get an endoscopy twice.
Maybe they need to do it twice. Maybe they want to go down one end and then go up the other end and see if they can meet in the middle.
Oh no. But I said, we live in the modern world of technology. I said, that hospital appointment you've allocated to me now, in that week it's taken for me to get the letter, you could have offered it to somebody else because I can't come. So if you'd actually phoned me and said, hey, Jakeb, can you come on the 18th of April? And I was like, no, sorry, I can't.
Yeah, but playing devil's advocate.
Or email me or text me. No, do you know what they use as an excuse? Data protection. They said, we can't do it because of data protection.
They do that. They can't see who's getting an appointment and when at what time, and know that that's you because of data protection.
Well,
because
with technology, though, we've got the technology to because they will, like you said, they text you to remind you.
But then we'd probably need admin staff that all their job is in the NHS is ringing up people every day going, hello, Mr. Braden, you've got an appointment.
But surely that would save time and space because they're going to have to offer that appointment to somebody else now, aren't they? So
I know,
that appointment is suddenly freed up when it could be freed up a week ago for someone who could go.
But things like the letters and the texts are automated. They've got, quite a good system.
Email, because I said to the doctor.
Yeah, I was thinking that email, is that not a bit,
I think
data protection?
I think it might cross data protection because they'd have to have
ways around that where you can sign something, or you can say, look, I waiver my thing to data protection, because when they were arranging the appointment, the doctor was chasing the appointment. She said, well, I've written them a letter. And I said, well, a letter takes a week, doesn't it? A letter takes a week to get there.
Why don't you minefield of administration?
Because what is wrong with me is quite painful, and it's getting worse. And I'm thinking, well, how many other people is this happening for? Where if you intervene earlier, you're cutting the waiting time. You're also stopping all the bureaucracy of missed appointments and people not turning up. And
so you think there's a smarter way?
There must be a smarter way, surely.
Well, I know there was a government programme many years ago to try and digitise the NHS, and there still is a drive to make wards and the back rooms completely paperless.
Yes.
But it costs. And I think the first system that they first initially plumped for didn't really work, and it couldn't have the capabilities or the uses that they wanted it for.
But there must be a way of doing it, because luckily I'm a responsible guy who will ring up and say I can't make my appointment. How many people don't, and they just won't go?
And that costs the NHS.
It costs them money, and it means that somebody else could have had that appointment. And I'm like, yeah, I really want to be seen, but I can't go that day, and I want someone else to get that appointment as soon as I possibly can, so they're not having to wait. I'm having to wait. So I'm just thinking, I think
they do plug the gaps, though. I think I've had that where I've been rang and they've said actually an appointment's become free. So I don't know if they do that in some cases, but it is really frustrating. I had an appointment like that for my daughter, and I kept ringing the number to say we can't make it, and then we're just talking among ourselves now. Am I not allowed to speak?
No, this is like being on the back of a bus and hearing 2 people in front of me going, I had this appointment. Oh, it was terrible. They couldn't book me in, but when they did book me in, they didn't see me. And when they did see me, they couldn't book me in for the next one. Tracy, what was your appointment like?
Dan, empathy.
I've got.
You were playing devil's advocate.
I had to play devil's advocate.
Make you feel better.
Yeah.
I just hope you can make one of the appointments.
But this is an issue of, I can, but the issue is about bureaucracy and efficiency of time and money in terms of using the technology we got available to us to its best use, really, to help the NHS.
Well,
that's the way I see it.
The NHS just needs more tablets, little computers, and things you pop in your mouth. Yes. On that, I think we've solved hospital appointments.
We have.
Oh, yes. Nina, what is grating you? What is your something to say?
Well, I'd like to talk to you about thigh gaps, Dan. Do you have an attractive gap between your thighs?
I'm not even going to show that on the television. Do I have an attractive thigh gap?
He's got chunky thighs, hasn't he? So,
yeah.
I've got chunky thighs.
That's a good thing.
There's nothing wrong with having chunky thighs. This is my
Jacob
point.
Just said I've got chunky
That's a good
thighs.
thing, isn't it?
Chunky thighs can be a good thing. This is my point. I wanted to rant about something, and I realised I've been April Fool tricked. I saw an advert that was advertising jewellery for your thigh gap.
Where do you put that?
Amongst young girls, harking back to the earlier story, this bit at the top of your legs to here. So if you look like you had malnutrition or rickets, and you had that couldn't stop a pig in a ginnel thing going on, that is now deemed attractive and something to aim for young
mind
women.
the thigh gap now.
Yeah, mind the thigh gap.
So I'm just trying to imagine what a thigh gap looks like. Because I've got chunky thighs, so I can't look in a mirror.
I can't demonstrate because my thighs meet.
Is it like a wine glass, like an air gap that you can?
Well, it's like, if you've got your feet and your knees together, at the top of your thighs is like a little triangular area that you can see through.
It's basically no fat or muscle, it's just skin and bone.
So it's like a little
triangle.
Which is deemed attractive.
Or maybe a little diamond in some people.
A little diamond in some people. It's deemed very attractive. So this artist had created a fake advert but I was ranting about it. I was like, how ridiculous, I've got a 15-year-old girl, they shouldn't be allowed to do this, we've gone too far. Turns out it was a joke.
You've been rumbled by an early April Fool.
I've been rumbled by an early April Fool's, but it did get me thinking about thigh gaps. And just being generally angry about it, because there is a lot of things to feel insecure about it, but whether my thighs meet or don't meet as a woman, I do not feel should be on my list of concerns. Maybe the pay gap, but certainly not the bloody blinking
apologies.
Do you think that was their intention then, to kind of make that a statement about?
Yes, and that's what I think is really good about some kinds of social media. I think we've come a long way in being instantly able to mock some of the most ridiculous things that are going on, because when I started looking at it, it's quite a lot of spoofs on the internet, and there's a really good comedian called Louise Omerlin. Have you heard of her?
No.
And she does a good thigh gap sketch. So it's nice to see that our young women are fighting back
it's good
saying no.
I can't understand how it is the epitome of attractiveness, though. Surely it's just the new lack of love handles, or the new V back, or something like that. It's
something. Again, for women, they spot a gap in the market for insecurity, don't they? So if there's something that you haven't got, they will help you attain it.
It's men now as well. Men are
subject to it much more than they used to be. But women have really taken the brunt of that.
But marketed the kind of
whether we should have hair or no hair or whatever it is.
We've dealt with that issue. What issue can we make them paranoid about now? Oh yeah, you know.
Can men have thigh gaps?
I think men can have a thigh gap, but I don't think it's going to be deemed as attractive. I imagine I don't know. What would you say, Jacob?
It depends. I think it depends, because there's
have you got a preference?
I like big beefy blokes, don't I? Big meaty thighs.
How do you feel about how do you like your thighs, Dan?
Normally with barbecue sauce on, or maybe with like sriracha.
That can be arranged.
I don't understand though how this this dink of light through a lady's is attractive. Surely all thighs chafe. That's the beauty of thighs.
The point, though. What we're trying to make is that is this whole thing about being
It's unattainable.
a size 0 or whatever, being attractive and falling to be size -2 or whatever, because they will work and look at ways for people to feel insecure about themselves to make money.
And physically speaking, there's some women that the way that your pelvis is tilted or the shape, there is a natural thigh gap in some women. It does happen.
Yeah, some women would just have it by genes.
Some women have it.
Yeah.
So, but we've been now told by advertising, actually, you need to have it. That's the aim.
Yeah.
That's what you're going for.
The only benefit.
So decorating the thigh gap was not so ridiculous.
With jewellery and stuff.
Yeah, wasn't such a ridiculous idea.
The only benefit I can see of any woman having a thigh gap, it just means that she can ride a man's bicycle rather than a lady's.
Do you think the thigh gap would help with that?
I don't know, but I don't want to have that mental image now.
Do you want to go further into that?
No, I don't want to go further than that. I'm just thinking of talc. Talc covers up a lot of misdemeanours.
Where did you
down
see this?
there.
On Facebook.
Stop talking about thigh gaps and talc. Stop getting it in your head. Right, we're going to go to another break now, but please don't go away. Thigh gap. I'll be back with my guests in just a minute for the last bit of the last Daily Rundown of the week with some of the less, thankfully, serious stories of the day. Thigh gap.